Okay, in today's video, this is Dale Little with Rally Biker, but we'll give you the latest buzz on things as we'll visit, well, not really visit, but we'll visit one of two beekeepers that come across, and a lot of bees buzzing about. Not too many buzzing about to me right now, but there are many in there anyway. Um, also, a little later, there'll be a very aggressive dog, that big sheep dog that turns out to be a very big coward. Then note some of the crazy Romanian drivers, almost as bad as American drivers. But anyway, we'll take note of one of those at least. And as I take a little visit around Cisnadie and then out towards Sadu and then back. And some good gospel music along the way. And those of you who know me know that, yeah, I sing and have a little fun with some other songs sometimes, but when I'm singing about my Savior, what I'm singing, I mean what I sing. And so try to pick some good songs out today. And you'll see the beekeeper will be down here at the bottom of the hill, but like I said, I didn't stop. I've seen all the hives there for some time. It's on the north side of Cisnadie, but I've just never seen anybody there, and so I just didn't have time to stop and talk today with him, or try to. And so I'd already talked with the other one. Actually, I've got my, reversed the order of the video in that respect, but we'll go on by as he's working on his bees there. They're getting them ready for winter time to help them make it through the winter. So here's go ahead and start with this song out of the hymnal. It's I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world has to offer, and I sure would. Everything in this world gonna be gone one of these days. Well, I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be His than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or lands. I'd rather be led by His nail-pierced hand than to be the king of a vast domain and be led in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. And there we had a few of the kids from Children's Home that passed by and just said hello to there for a few minutes, and they headed on the way. So let's continue. And I'll see one more just up here, walking the dog. I'd rather have Jesus than men's applause. I'd rather be faithful to His dear cause. I'd rather have Jesus than worldwide fame. I'd rather be true to His holy name than to be the king of a vast domain and be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or anything this world affords Okay, let's go up just a little bit here. This last one. He's fairer than lilies of rarest bloom. He's sweeter than honey from out the comb. He's all that my hungering spirit needs. I'd rather have Jesus and let Him lead than to be the king of a vast domain and be held in sin's dread sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. I've tried it both ways. I've tried it with Him and I've tried it without Him, and I wouldn't take anything, wouldn't want to be without Him. People can say He's not real. They can call Him a myth. They can say all this, I believe nonsense and I believe a myth, but if you know Him, you know Him. If you don't, you don't. That's just the way it is. If you know Him, you know He's real. There's no doubt about it. Now I'm just shortly, I'll not start anything else with just a short distance up this little road here, and we've been up through here before a few times. That leads out to the area that I call the Grassy Knoll. There's two points that one on North Cisnadie and one on the south side of Cisnadie, I think, would be, and that I talk about quite a bit. Two very good vantage points, and the other one's a little harder to get to. I call it the Grassy Ridge, but I call this one the Grassy Knoll, and it's easier to get to. No sheep to fight, and beautiful up there, especially in summertime when wildflowers are in bloom throughout that. But as I come in here, I've seen this guy here a couple of times working with his bees. So I decided to make a stop today and this day and see if maybe I could talk with him a little bit. Once in a while, you never know when you're going to come across someone who can speak English. Cisnadie, you don't find that many people. Get into Cebu, you find more people that are familiar with English. But anyway, we stop and we try to communicate a little bit, and we do some. As I got off my bike, he come to greet me, and I guess check see what I need. And I'm sure he's probably noticed me come by before. Like I said, I've seen him out here several times. He probably didn't see me every time, though, because he's busy with his bees. But very nice gentleman, and we had a good visit. Even without understanding everything, but through the motions and understanding a few words here and there, we kind of got by. And he's coming out now and so I just explained to him, I just been traveling through there and noticed him a couple times and thought I'd stop by and check things out. And so, like I say, he's welcoming me to come on in. And he's asked me if I'd like to see, I think, now. And so that's, I don't know if I spoke Spanish. A lot of Romanians speak other languages. Not all of them speak English. Sometimes Spanish, it's very common. Sometimes Italian and other languages. So, yeah. So now he's asked me, to come and see if I want to, and so come take a look, thought about getting a couple of hives of bees when I was back home, but just decided it's too much work um, with all the potential mites and damaging things to keep up with to keep a good, healthy hive. Uh, it's kind of difficult to do that, so I decided it just might be more work than I wanted to get into. My dad used to keep them, and I used to help him rob his bees. We see he's got blankets and stuff on top of there to help keep them warm through the winter. And here he's got, looks like corn syrup, very thick, and pouring it in to help them get through the winter. Give them some food there, and then they'll build off that and get through the winter on that. And then when the um, things start blooming in the springtime, they'll have fresh honey from the trees then. I don't remember exactly what we're discussing here. Like I say, some of it I could understand. I used to Google Translate on my phone a couple times. Um, he's kind of saying that I think the bees are asleep right now, pretty much. I suppose. uh, but they are moving about. They're not all asleep. And he's asking, how long I'd been in Romania and where I stayed at, and tried to show him on the map kind of where our apartment was at, and um, you gotta go get him another bottle of corn syrup there. Uh, he had his with all those hives. I mean, there's got to be over 100 of them there. I don't know how many of them have bees in them. Usually they have some spares laying around. It's not, filled up, so I don't know. But he had the back of his vehicle, like mine, what you call a variant here in Europe. We call them station wagon. And so my Passat seats lay down, and he had the back end full of bottles of corn syrup laying around in the back of his vehicle there. So he had plenty of it. It's late in the evening here, so I don't think he's going to get through this evening unless he's just finishing up. I don't know if he's just starting or if but he couldn't be just starting because, like I say, he's got bottles and bottles of that corn syrup left in his vehicle. So assume he'll be back tomorrow. Come to check with him. Um, and of course, you probably can't hear it. Um, I'm recording here in my apartment, doing the dubbing over on my video. I said, must quit raining because I hear uh, kids outside, or maybe young people, maybe not necessarily kids outside, kind of arguing with one another a little bit. Nothing heated, but it's been raining all day. So now I don't remember if it's this one or another one. He pulls it open, and I think this is it. There's a tiny little mouse in there, and you'll see it come out that lower right-hand corner when he starts pulling things out. Um, Out there it went. Uh, so he's trying to find it, but it's already come out. Not a good thing, and which is what he said. Not good. Not good. So, um, knew a couple words of English anyway. Kind of like me, I know a couple of words of Romanian. So I'm texting here. And I'm going to show it to him in a minute as I get through. I was telling him a story about when I was a kid, about 3 or 4 years old. My dad used to go out. I suppose probably more like 3 or 4. Yeah. You see him go out and lift the lid off the beehive, just check and see how much honey they had in it, if it's ready to, be robbed yet or not. And so I decided I'd do that one day. And curiosity got me, and I went out and lifted the lid up, and they covered my head up. I don't know how many stings I had on there. It must have been 15 or 20, and knew I was in trouble. I wasn't supposed to have done that. So instead of going running and screaming, I just kind of sat on the back porch and was just whining as quietly as I could until my mom came out and found me sitting out there, and said my head was covered in welts. So I never did that again. I did help my dad later as a young teen and older. I'd help rob the bees at times, and it's a learning experience. You have to get to where you can take a sting and not let it affect you too much, not react in fear, because they sense that, and that just brings out more of them. It's what you call a pheromone, I think that you give off, or the bee possibly that you slap and kill. I don't know, but they sense it. Animals and insects, bees at least, can sense the fear in a person, and so once they sense that, they are more prone to attack. And so I'm got it there, and he got a he got a kick out of that. I was telling him that story about taking the lid off and getting covered up with the bees. So you see, he got a laugh out of it. And it looked like my camera just fell down. I don't think I pushed it down, but maybe I did. You can see my headlight on the front of my helmet there. Kind of a spare I use. That's when I need it. So I'm getting ready to leave there then and heading on towards Sadu. But I didn't make it because it's getting too late. Friend, if Jesus has touched you, then you know it. Shackled by a heavy burden, 'neath a load of guilt and shame, then the hand of Jesus touched me, and now I am no longer the same. He touched me, oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. Since I met this blessed Savior, since he cleansed and made me whole, I will never cease to praise him. Hear that, Satan? I'll shout it while eternity rolls. He touched me, oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, And now I know He touched me and made me whole. Okay, I decided to take a little side road here before I got into Sadu, and I don't pronounce that exactly right, I know, like most of the Romanian cities and towns, but I didn't keep all the video out here. There wasn't a whole lot to see. Around and came back. Couldn't help but notice this, like a pin here on the left, tore down. Who knows if a man tore it down or a bear. It had something in there. There's plenty of bear around, I know that. I haven't actually seen one I witnessed yet, but I've come pretty close. And so now I'm on my way back and headed back up to the summit where we were at, where the beekeeper was at, and then back down to Cisnadie. And see, boy, there's a lot of heavy traffic. I didn't keep all that in here, no need to, except just to make more space for more songs or whatever, so I didn't do that. But as I go on up, making pretty good pace. This, I tell you, this electric bicycle, Italia. It is an Italian bike. It's spelled A-T-A-L-A, I think. But what's this one coming around here? Now, he stays on the wrong side of the road a little too long, if you ask me, but yeah. I just assumed nobody was coming, I guess. And I think, hold on just a minute here. Let me change something. Okay, I had to turn the sound back on my video so you can hear building project that's up here. It's been going on. I've showed a couple times, and I don't know what it is, but they put several sheepdogs in there for guard dogs, and they can run up along the fence, inside the fence line after me, barking and chasing. And one of them found the opening, so he came after me. I heard him. I could tell he was in the road behind me. And so the sound that you hear will be my brakes and tires skidding on the pavement because I locked it down.
Hey, bub.
I called to him there, but yeah, he. Now, listen, yeah, he's getting close. There went my skid mark, so skid.
Yeah, what do you want?
And he didn't, he didn't wait around. He got going the other direction very quick. As soon as I skidded to a stop, he didn't want to hang around after that. He's a pretty big dog, too. And you never can trust him entirely. But this is what's always worked for me so far. Stop. I mean, I stop just as quick as I can if I have to, depending on the size of the dog and the aggressiveness. And that one seemed like he's coming after me pretty aggressive. And so I hit it hard, hit the brakes hard, and got these hydraulic disc brakes on the bike. And, well, they work good. So I stopped real quick and just came off. And by the time I turned around, he's already headed the other direction. Now, I'm getting ready to take off here. I'm kind of surprised. Just to my right, as I look back, and there's another one standing. I was waiting for the cars to get clear, and so right now I'm getting ready to take off, and there he is. I didn't even know where he come from. I don't know if he came from out of that fence or if he's just close by there or something. But he didn't seem all that aggressive, so I just went on, spoke to him, and went on. And head on down the road here and see in just a few minutes. I'm going to have to do this one fast. Are you listening, devil? I've had enough. I ain't going for your evil stuff. You don't stop that slewfoot's rut. Polish my boots and stand you up. And all of hell better hear and understand. Me and Jesus ain't afraid of no boogeyman. If you think you're gonna give one up, you're all out of your gambling luck. And you still smell like stinking pride. And I ain't going for your lying jive. And all of hell but hear and understand. Me and Jesus ain't afraid no boogeyman. Look here, devil, I'm getting tough. Mess with me and you're gonna get cut. And I got to raise a two-edged sword, otherwise known as the word of the Lord. And all of hell better hear and understand. Me and Jesus ain't afraid no boogeyman. All of hell better hear and understand. Me and Jesus ain't afraid no boogeyman. Well, if you don't have Jesus Christ, you probably should be afraid of him, because you're no match for him. But with Jesus, he's no match for us. And, he'll trouble us. The Bible says if you resist him, he'll flee from you. He'll be back, but he'll have to flee if we continue to resist. His will, his goal is to get us to give up. And so don't give up. Just keep going with Jesus. If you don't know him, call on him today. He's waiting. He says he is open to anyone with a contrite heart, a broken spirit and contrite heart. Call on him today. Don't wait. You're going to need him in this world pretty soon if you don't now. Well, you do now all the time. Dale Little, Relic Biker, Rescue America Ministries.